Welcome back, language learners, to English Unlocked. I'm your host, Sarah, and today we're diving into a really fun and incredibly useful topic for anyone just starting their English journey. Talking about your favorite things. This isn't just about sharing what you like. It's a fantastic way to practice new vocabulary, build confidence, and most importantly, connect with people. And joining me today to explore all these exciting aspects is my brilliant co-host, Alex.
Thanks, Sarah. It's great to be here. And you're absolutely right. Talking about favorite things might sound simple, but it's a foundational skill for real-world conversations. It's often one of the first things you discuss when getting to know someone, whether it's a new friend, a colleague, or even someone you meet while traveling.
Exactly. So, Alex, why do you think this particular topic is so beneficial for beginner English learners? What makes it such a great starting point?
Well, for one, it's personal. You already know the answers. You don't have to worry about complex grammar or obscure vocabulary when describing something you genuinely love. It reduces that initial stress of what do I say because the information is right there in your own experience. Secondly, it allows you to practice common sentence structures like my favorite X is or I really enjoy, which are super versatile. And thirdly, it naturally leads to follow-up questions and deeper conversations, which is the ultimate goal of language learning, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's about opening doors to connection. Let's start with the very basics then. When we talk about favorite things, we're essentially talking about preferences, what we like best. What's the core question we usually ask?
The classic, undeniable question is, what's your favorite? And then you add a category. For example, what's your favorite color? Or what's your favorite food? It's simple, direct, and universally understood.
Perfect. And to answer that, the most straightforward structure is, my favorite category is your preference. Let's try some common categories. Alex, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. I've always been drawn to it, maybe because of the sky or the ocean.
Oh, that's a great example of not just stating it, but adding a little why. We'll get to why in a moment, but let's stick with the simple structure first. My favorite color is green. It reminds me of nature and tranquility. See? Super easy. How about food, Alex? What's your favorite food?
Oh, that's a tough one. So many delicious options. But if I have to pick just one, my favorite food is definitely pizza. Specifically, a classic margarita pizza. Simple, but perfect.
Ah, a classic choice. My favorite food is sushi. I just love the variety and the fresh flavors. Okay, so we've got colors, we've got food. What about something like an animal? What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is the wolf. I admire their intelligence, their social structure, and how they navigate their environment. They're just magnificent creatures. And yours, Sarah?
My favorite animal is a cat. I love their independence and their playful nature. Plus, a purring cat is just the best. You see, listeners, even in these simple exchanges, we're building a conversation. Let's list a few more common categories for beginners to think about. What else comes to mind, Alex?
Definitely hobbies. What's your favorite hobby is a fantastic question. Hobbies are what people do for fun in their free time. Think about reading, drawing, playing sports, listening to music, cooking, gardening. For me, my favorite hobby is reading. I can get lost in a good book for hours.
Oh, I totally agree. My favorite hobby is hiking. I love being out in nature, exploring new trails. It's great exercise and so refreshing. Another category could be, what's your favorite movie? Or what's your favorite book? These are excellent for understanding someone's interests and personality.
Indeed, my favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption. It's such a powerful story about hope and perseverance. And my favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird for its timeless themes and beautiful writing.
Excellent choices, Alex. My favorite movie is Amélie, a delightful French film, and my favorite book is Pride and Prejudice. And listeners, notice how we're not just saying, my favorite movie is, we're also starting to add little bits of information or reasons. But before we get deeper into reasons, let's quickly cover a few more categories. What about music? What's your favorite type of music? Or who's your favorite band artist?
Good one. My favorite type of music is rock, specifically classic rock. Bands like Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd. Their music just speaks to me. What about you, Sarah?
My favorite type of music is folk music. I love the storytelling and acoustic instruments. And another one, how about place? What's your favorite place? This could be a country, a city, or even a specific spot like a park or a cafe.
That's a lovely category. My favorite place is actually a small, quiet beach on the Oregon coast. It's incredibly peaceful and beautiful. The sound of the waves, the fresh air, it's perfect.
That sounds wonderful. My favorite place is a little coffee shop in my neighborhood. It's cozy, they play great music, and the coffee is amazing. So, listeners, you can see how many different things you can ask about: colors, food, animals, hobbies, movies, books, music, places, seasons, even drinks. The list goes on and on. Now, Alex, you briefly touched upon adding a why earlier, and this is truly where conversations come alive. How can beginners start to give reasons for their preferences?
This is crucial, Sarah. Just stating my favorite food is pizza is good, but adding because it's delicious takes it to the next level. The word because is your best friend here. It connects your preference to your reason. Simple adjectives work wonders here. So because it's followed by an adjective, let's brainstorm some common adjectives for describing favorites.
Okay, let's do it. For food, delicious, tasty, sweet, spicy, savory. For movies or books, exciting, funny, sad, thought-provoking, suspenseful, inspiring. For places, beautiful, peaceful, lively, cozy, relaxing, historic. For hobbies, fun, creative, challenging, relaxing, energizing. And for colors, calming, vibrant, warm, cool.
Fantastic list. Now, let's put that into practice. Sarah, earlier you said your favorite animal is a cat. Why is that?
Good question. My favorite animal is a cat because they are so independent and I love their playful antics. They also have a very soothing purr that makes me feel calm. See, I used because they are and because it makes me feel. Very simple structures.
Excellent. And I said my favorite food is pizza. I love pizza because it's so versatile. You can put anything on it, and it always tastes great. Plus, it's perfect for sharing with friends.
Absolutely. It's not just about one adjective. You can add a few short ideas. This really helps to expand the conversation. Another useful phrase for giving reasons is, it makes me feel. So, my favorite music is folk because it makes me feel nostalgic and connected to stories. Or, my favorite season is autumn because it makes me feel cozy and I love the colors of the leaves.
That's a powerful one. It makes me feel because it adds an emotional connection. And emotions are universal, so it's a great way to relate to someone. What about other ways to express preference beyond my favorite X is? Sometimes you might just want to say you really like something, but it's not necessarily your absolute favorite.
Great point. For those situations, you can use I love for strong preferences. I really like for strong but not love level preferences. I enjoy is great for activities or experiences. And if you're a passionate fan, you can say I'm a big fan of. So, I love chocolate. I really like going to the beach. I enjoy playing board games. I'm a big fan of classical music. These are all excellent alternatives to diversify your language.
Fantastic. Let's try to put some of these together. Sarah, what's your favorite season and why?
My favorite season is autumn. I love it because the air gets crisp and cool, and the leaves on the trees change to beautiful reds, oranges, and yellows. It makes me feel cozy and ready for warm drinks like hot chocolate. How about you, Alex? Do you have a favorite season?
I do. My favorite season is spring. I enjoy it because everything starts to turn green again after winter, and flowers begin to bloom. It makes me feel hopeful and energized. The weather is often perfect for outdoor activities, which I really like.
That's a lovely description. And listeners, notice how Alex not only stated his favorite and his why, but he also used some of those other phrases like, I enjoy it because, and which I really like. These little variations make your English sound more natural and less repetitive.
Absolutely. Now, once you've shared your favorite and perhaps a reason, the conversation doesn't have to end there. This is where follow-up questions come in handy. After someone tells you their favorite, you can ask things like, oh, really? Why that one? If they didn't give a reason. Or if they mentioned a hobby like reading, you could ask, what kind of books do you like to read? Or how often do you read?
Excellent point. Or if they say their favorite place is a beach, you could ask, have you been to many beaches? Or what do you like to do at the beach? These are simple questions that show you're listening and interested, and may keep the conversation flowing naturally. It moves beyond just a simple question and answer to a real dialogue.
Exactly. Let's quickly touch on a couple of common pitfalls for beginners when talking about favorites. One is forgetting the verb to be. For example, saying, my favorite food pizza, instead of my favorite food is pizza. The is or are is essential.
That's a very common one. Another pitfall is sometimes confusing favorite as an adjective with a verb. You wouldn't say, I favorite pizza. You'd say, my favorite food is pizza, or I like pizza. Favorite describes the noun. It doesn't do the action.
Good clarification. And a general tip for beginners, don't be afraid to try. Even if your sentence isn't perfect, people will understand you. And the more you practice, the better you'll get. Start with simple sentences and gradually add more detail.
Definitely. Let's try a quick mini dialogue to bring it all together. I'll start. Alex, what's your favorite type of music?
My favorite type of music is definitely rock, especially classic rock. I love the guitar solos and the powerful vocals. It makes me feel really energetic. How about you, Sarah? Do you listen to rock music?
I do sometimes, but my favorite is folk music. I enjoy the acoustic sound and the storytelling in the lyrics. It's often very relaxing for me. What are some of your favorite rock bands?
Oh, for classic rock, I'm a big fan of Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. Their albums are just masterpieces. Have you ever been to a rock concert?
Yes, I have. A few years ago, I saw a great rock band live. The energy was incredible. So you see, listeners, from one simple question, we've had a natural flowing conversation using different phrases, giving reasons, and asking follow-up questions. This is exactly what we want you to be able to do.
It's all about building confidence and making connections. And remember, cultural context can sometimes play a role. In some cultures, it's very natural to share personal preferences quickly. In others, it might take a bit more time. But generally, talking about favorite things is a safe and friendly way to start. It's universally understood.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful icebreaker. Now, as we wrap up today's English Unlocked episode, Alex, what are the top 3 key takeaways you'd like our listeners to remember about discussing their favorite things?
Okay, my first takeaway would be, don't be afraid to share. You already have the answers about your own preferences, so use that to your advantage. Secondly, always try to add a because and a simple reason. It makes your answer much more interesting and shows you can elaborate. And finally, remember to ask follow-up questions. And you, or why that one, or how often? These keep the conversation going and show genuine interest.
Fantastic summary. Alex, to reiterate for our listeners, practice those basic my favorite X is structures. Don't forget your is or are, and always try to give a reason using because or it makes me feel. Then practice asking simple follow-up questions to keep that conversation alive. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they'll become.
Indeed. Think about your own favorite things right now. Your favorite movie, your favorite food, your favorite color. Formulate those sentences in your head, or even better, say them out loud. Practice makes perfect.
Exactly. And that's all the time we have for today on English Unlocked. A huge thank you to my wonderful co-host, Alex, for all those invaluable insights and examples.
My pleasure, Sarah. Thanks for having me.
And thank you, listeners, for joining us. We hope this episode has given you the tools and confidence to start talking about your favorite things in English. Go out there and practice. Until next time, happy learning.